And the key difference is that we just need to remember to change the divide sign to a multiplication sign. Okay? And you have actually done this before in your primary school. Okay, some of you remember it as the KFC or the keep change flip. Okay, most of you will have remember it as the KFC. Alright, so let us look at the first question. How do we do this KFC method? Let's look at your question 1a. I have 8a squared divided by ab divided by 3. Okay, so how do I change this divide into times? The way that I do it is I will write my first term, keep it. I change this to times and then I flip it the other way around. So I'll change and I flip. Okay? When you flip, the bottom becomes the top becomes the bottom. We call that taking the reciprocal, but don't worry about these kind of terms. I just flip it. Okay? Once you flip it, this becomes the problem that you already know how to do. Okay, you guys just took the exam, you should know. Here, I see numbers, I don't see any plus or minus, means I can straight away cancel. Okay, but I can use my calculator to simplify the numbers. 8 times 3 give me 24. Alright, then I'm going to write down what is a squared. A squared is just a times a. The bottom is just a times b. Alright, so I can just cancel. So my final answer, 24a over b. That's all. Okay, can you please make sure you know how to do this one? This one, because it's not tested in your WE2, you'll be tested in your WE3.
Are you here for WE2?
No, but I'll be here in spirit. I'll be with you guys in spirit, but not physically. Alright, come, let's look at part B. Let's look at part B. This is divide. I'm going to change it to a times. Okay, so remember, keep, change, flip. So I keep the first term, 21cd over 5c squared. I change the divide to a times. But how do I flip this? This one I don't see anything that I can flip. Okay, so if you don't see anything, you just need to make sure you make it into a fraction. Alright, so I flip it by pushing it down to the denominator. Okay, that's how I do the keep, change, flip. Alright, so this is how I will get the answer. Anyway, I just wanted to show of hands, how many of you know that you confirm? Means you know that confirm no hope one, sure fail one. Really ah? So jialat. Huh? Improve by a bit only ah. So about half of you think you will sure fail. Wow, really jialat. I don't know what to say. Okay, never mind. Let's. I don't worry about that now.
Can you recommend Mr. Tan?
He's too busy. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at this. This one, I need to group all of the numbers together because I don't see any plus and minus in between. I just group all the numbers together. 21, 5 times 7. Alright, I group all the numbers together. After I group the numbers, I can write down the alphabets. C, D. C square is just C times C. D square is D times D. Alright, so the strategy is very, very clear. Okay, my strategy is very clear. I will put the numbers together and I will use my calculator to simplify for me. Okay, so I use my calculator, 21 divided by 5 times 7. That gives me 3 over 5. The C and C will cancel, the D and D will cancel. I'm left with CD. Alright? So this is how you will do this question. Okay, everyone should know how to do this one. Okay, can we look at part C? Okay, can you try part C by yourself? Remember, just do the flip. Change the divide to a times. Group all the numbers together. Write out all the alphabets and start cancelling away. Juniors? Okay, group all the numbers together. All the numbers put to one side. Alright, all the numbers put to one side. All the alphabets put to the other side. Okay, the same alphabets you cancel them. Okay, same alphabets you cancel them.
What in the world?
Sorry, Daddy.
Hey, hello, please Hey, juniors. Okay, there's the right time, right place for everything. Alright? And please Okay, can you quickly try, juniors? Can you quickly try this thing? Write down and try. Tristan, what are you doing at the bottom? Can you keep your iPad? Okay, another 10 more seconds and then I go through with you. Numbers group to one side, alphabets you cancel away. Okay, alphabets you start to cancel away. Okay, let me do this. First, I know this is a divide, so I will flip it around. I will flip it. Okay, hopefully you guys remember to flip it. Then I bring all the numbers to one side. 7 times 27 over 3 times 14. The alphabets, I will write it out. C times Y, X times Y. Bottom is Y times Y, C times C times C. Alright, so I will cancel the things that are the same. I have 1C here, 2C here, I have a Y here, I have a Y here. Alright, so my final answer, use the calculator. 7 times 27 divided by 3 times 14. Alright, so if I use my calculator, I know this is going to be 9 over 2. The top, x times x gives me x squared. Bottom is just left with a c. That's all. Okay, that's how I do this question. Just cancellation will do. Can I try anything? There is a x at the bottom. Oh yes, there's x. Okay, I left out the x. Okay, so I have cx. Okay, thank you very much. Yes, then must cancel. Since it's the same, then this will cancel, then this square will disappear. Alright. Okay, so the answer is 9x over 2c. Thank you very much for those of you who noticed. Alright, so here, can you quickly do the next one by yourself as well? It should be the same. Numbers pushed to one corner. Hey, really, math lesson really is like that. I go through, you do. Right? Then when it comes to the exam, you'll be okay. It's really, really very simple one. We will go through hundreds of the same type of question. Okay? Instead of sitting down there and daydreaming, pick up the pen and really try. Make good use of your time. Alright? Your time in secondary school is really very short only. If you really throw it away, you're going to realize that it's going to be very difficult for you to catch up. Alright? I repeat again the steps in case for those of you who are daydreaming. Flip it first. The divide sign change to a times. You flip it the other way around. Alright, you flip it the other way around. Okay? And then all the numbers you push to one side and you start cancelling away. Okay, Danish, can you start? Change this to a times. Bring all the numbers to one side and then start cancelling away. Question 2 is the same, yes, but there is plus and minus. That means you have to factorize first before you cancel. Yes, go ahead. Okay, can you just bring all the numbers to one side and after can you just confirm? Huh? How I get 9? Enter this account. Divide by bracket. Divide. Bracket 7 times 1. Bracket 7 times 1. No need for the 1. Okay, let us go through this together. Let us go through this together. I change this to a times 3. Let me change the times first. 3a squared t over 10t squared times 5b squared t over 9ab. I bring all the numbers to one side. 3 times 5, 10 times 9. Okay, so the alphabets, I'm going to write it out. A times t times b times b times t. The bottom is t times a times b. So I will start cancelling the things that are the same. T. Okay, I got a b here as well, so I'll cancel it. The numbers I can just enter in my calculator. 3 times 5 divided by 10 times 9. Yep, so I'm going to get 1 over 6. The top, I'm just left with a, b. Bottom, I am left with nothing. So it's just ab over 6. Okay, so this is how you do this question. You can be assured this topic will sure come out for your WA3 because it hasn't been tested yet. Alright, but it's really very simple if you know how to do it. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Question number 2. This one, the first part is the same. We just need to change the divide sign into multiplication. Okay, we need to change the divide sign into multiplication. So 6c over 3c minus 3d multiply by 4c minus 4d over 3d. Okay, I just change the divide sign to a multiply sign. Okay, then what's next? Hello? Next, I cannot start cancelling straight away, right? Because I see there's plus and minus. So I told you yesterday, if there are plus and minus, what you need to do before that? You need to factorize. And what does factorization mean? Pull out the common terms. Okay? So here, you cannot pull out anything. But here, 3c and 3d, what is common? 3. Okay, so you know you can pull out a 3. So 6c over 3, c minus d. Okay? Then how about the top? 4c minus 4d, what is common? 4 is common, good. Okay, so I pull out a 4, c minus d. Alright? Once you get here, you can start to cancel away. Okay? You see that you have the term that is same here and here, so cancel away. What is left behind are just numbers which you can just enter in your calculator. Right? What is 6 times 4 divided by 3 times 3? This you can enter in the calculator. What are the alphabets that's left behind? Is just C and D. Right? So enter in your calculator. 6 times 4 divided by 9. Okay, and that will give you 8 over 3. So the answer is 8c over 3d. Okay, that's all. Just use your calculator to simplify this one for you. Okay, use your calculator to simplify this one for you. So the strategy is all the same. Okay, if you see any plus and minus, you factorize first. Okay, factorize first if you see any plus and minus. If you don't see any plus and minus, then okay, just continue. Alright, let's look at the next one. Can you try this one by yourself? Same thing, I help you in the first step. Change the divide to a times. Times 9h over 8h plus 4k. Okay, so you change this to a times. Okay, we're coming to the end already. Just a few more questions only. Okay, and then yeah, we're coming to the end already. Okay, this subtopic is really very short only. Yes? Done already, just hold on. If you're done already, be confident. 2h plus k. Okay, just do first. I'll go through in 1 minute. Alright, just give me 1 minute. Let the rest try first. Okay, can you quickly try this one? Factorize. That means you pull out the common terms. Alright, try to pull out the common terms. Isela, have you done already? Huh? Ellie, you done already? Can you try please? Try this one. Hey, really, don't just sit there and do nothing. I keep repeating myself over and over again. Okay, but it's really true. When you sit down there, don't you find that it's very boring? Time passes very slow. I repeat myself. Okay, hey, but it's true, no? When you do nothing, time passes really very slowly, you know. Okay, that's why some of you actually end up talking. Some of you cannot resist have to touch the iPad like Mr. Chun Feng. Why? Because he's bored. Because when you don't try, you get bored. Okay? Now, let's go through this question together now. When I see plus and minus, I try to factorize first. But here in this case, I cannot factorize anything out here. I cannot. Because there is nothing else that is common. Julius? But here I can factorize. So let me try to factorize this one. 2h plus k over 3k. Here I have 9h. I'm going to factorize out of 4. 2h plus k. Now, after I factorize, I will try to cancel things that are the same. I realize that this and this I can cancel. So what is left behind? 9 over 3 times 4. Alphabets are just h and k. Use your calculator to simplify this one for you. 9 divided by 3 times 4 will give me 3 over 4 hk. Alright? So this is my final answer. Just follow the steps, step by step. Okay? I keep repeating the same steps, like a broken recorder. But you have to try. Danish, don't give up. Try. Lift up that pen. Come on, lift up that pen. Danish, lift up that pen. Start to write things down. This one also? Confirm? If I walk there, is it there? You sure? Confirm, Hello, what's this? Yeah. Okay, can you turn to the next page? Let's look at the next one. We're almost done already. Okay, can you look at the next one? First thing first, Juniors. Next one, I have 3 s minus 8t times, I keep change flip, s plus 6t over 15s minus 40t. Okay? So since there are plus and minus, what is my first step that I did? I just flip this thing around. After I flip, I notice that there are plus and minus. Plus and minus means I have to factorize first. Okay? Factorize means I pull out the common terms. Okay, so if you look at the first one, there is nothing common to pull out. Fine, we stop there. But the bottom one here, what can I pull out between 15 and 40? What number? 5. Okay, good. So let us pull out the 5. Okay, if I pull out a 5, I'll be left with 5 divided by 15 is 3s. 40 divided by 5 give me 80. Alright, so I get this. Here I factorize out the 5, I get this left behind. Factorizing is pulling out the common terms. It's the same as dividing. That's why 5 divided by 3, okay, give me 5. Okay, I divide by the number that I pull out. What remains is just the answer. So 3. Same, 40 divided by 5 gives me 8. Alright? Okay, next I can cancel. I notice that this thing over here, is a square. Square means I have the same thing repeated. Right? I have the same thing repeated. So I can cancel now. I can cancel away one here. I can cancel away the other one here. So my answer is 3s minus 8t bracket s plus 6t over 5. Alright, you can leave your answer like this. Okay, you can leave your answer like this. Or if you want to expand also can. The skill that I want you guys to learn is factorizing and then cancelling out. Alright? So you can leave your answer like this. I'm okay. Alright, can you try the last question of question 2? The last question of question 2. Okay? Change this to a multiply first. Change this one to a multiply. And then I need you to factorize. Okay, factorize. Everything that you can factorize, please go and factorize. 5x minus 15y, 6x minus 8y. Change this to a times. 9x minus 12y, 4x minus 12y. Okay, can you please factorize this thing? Pull out any common terms that you see, Elvis. Come, try. Where's the paper? Can you start to write? Did I forget to flip? No, I flipped it already. Here, my denominator, I push it up, and vice versa. The first one? Or this one? No, this one don't need to flip. Okay, that's alright, it's okay. Come! Can you factorize and then start to cancel away? Okay, factorize and then start to cancel away. Okay, I will see later whether tonight or tomorrow I will post the list of names who will be entitled for the McDonald's meal. Alright? And if your name is there, most likely I will order it in next. I'll order it in maybe next Wednesday is a holiday. Okay, so I cannot order on Wednesday. Yeah, next Wednesday is Labor Day. Okay? Maybe the following Wednesday, when we end at 1:50, I will order in the McDonald's. Alright? Huh? Because we end at 1:50. Okay, it's either Wednesday or Fridays. Okay, we end a bit earlier. Because it doesn't make sense for you guys to have lunch at 3:50, right? Doesn't really make sense. I think if I buy you McDonald's at around 4 o'clock, I think your parents are going to be angry because you weren't eating dinner already. Okay, recently McDonald's got a new burger, got the yaki, don't know what. Got the yaki kunia burger, I think. Okay, let's quickly do this. Okay, if you haven't done another 10 seconds, hurry up and finish it. Hello, are you trying to be a what? Diver. Okay, let's go through this question. So first thing, let us try to factorize out the common term. Between 5 and 15, I know that 5 is a common. So I pull out 5, x minus 3y. The bottom here, I know that 2 is common. I factorize out 2, I'll be left with 3x minus 4y. Okay? Here, 9 and 12, I know 3 is common. So I'll be left with 3x minus 4y. The bottom, I know 4 is common. I'll be left with 4 minus 3y. Okay, this, you should be able to do this by now. Factorization is just pulling out of common terms. That's all. Okay, pulling out of common terms. Okay, after we have factorized, what is the next step? Start with C. We will cancel. Yes. So you will find things that are the same and you will start to cancel away. Here is the same as this is the same as this. So what is my final answer? The numbers, how to simplify? Just use your calculator. Alright? So you should take out your calculator. 5 times 3 divided by 2 times 4. That gives me, okay, that gives me 15 over 8. That's all. Okay, that gives me 15 over 8. Alright, is that alright? Okay, let's do the last and final question, question 3. Okay, let's do the question 3. This is the last question of this worksheet already. Let's hurry up and finish this. Okay? So question 3, exactly the same. Ladies and gentlemen, this question is exactly the same. We will first keep, change, flip. The first one we keep t squared plus 2t plus 1. I change this to a times. 7 over t squared minus 1 squared. I write this as 1 squared. Why do I write this as 1 squared? Because this is of the form a squared minus b squared. Okay, this is of the form a squared minus b squared. Okay, so as long as you see plus and minus, you know you have to factorize. Right, you have to factorize. But how do you factorize this thing? There is nothing common that I can pull out. If there is nothing that you can pull out, what method do you need to do to factorize? The ladder method, right? Okay, so you have to factorize using the ladder method. T squared plus 1, 2t. T times t, 1 times 1. So you get t and t. So the only way is for both of them to be plus. Alright, so you know that this can be factorized to t plus 1, t plus 1. Okay? This thing can be factorized to t plus 1 times t plus 1 after you use your ladder method. Okay, to actually help you to factorize. Is that alright? Okay. Then how about this one? How to factorize this thing at the bottom? Yes. Okay. So this part, let me bring everything down so there's more space. Okay, so this is the same. This part is the same as times 7 t plus 1 t minus 1. Once you factorize everything, start to cancel. So I cancel here. So my final answer is just 7 times t plus 1 t minus 1. You can leave your answer like this or you can expand it. Okay? This is a very simple question, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it's a very simple question. If you don't know how to do this one, it's because you don't know the ladder method and you never memorize the expansion of this. Okay? Like I say again, no matter which chapter that we go, everything is a foundation of your earlier work. Okay, so you cannot say that my WA2 is over, I don't need to learn about algebra. Nonsense. Okay, you'll be tested every single time. Okay, can we look at the next one? This one over here is a division, so we have to change to a multiplication. Let's change this to a multiplication. Alright, let's change this to a multiplication. So I'm going to get 6 5x minus 2 times x squared plus 3x minus 10 over 1. I factorize. What do I have to factorize, juniors? Come. Another 20 plus minutes. Maybe just sit down there and just finish this. Okay? Here, how to factorize this thing? Use what method? Yes, can you please try now? Okay, can you please try? How to factorize this thing? If you have never done it before, okay, it's never too late. Okay, it's never too late for you to learn. Okay, can you try to factorize this? juniors, what are you doing? Mavis, can you please focus and do Emily as well? Huh? Hey juniors, can you return on the wallet? Okay, come, how do we factorize this? X squared is x times x. 10 is, I don't know, you can think of many ways. You have 5 times 2. Right? So 5 times 2, 5x, 2x. How to get positive 3x? Here is plus, here is minus. Okay, so this is how we factorize it. So I know that the answer here is going to be x plus 5, x minus 2. Okay? So all I have to do is just cancel the same terms. So my final answer is just 6 times x plus 5 over 5. That is my final answer. Alright, so step 1, factorize. Step 2, cancel. Okay, step 1 you factorize, step 2 you cancel away. Okay, last 2 questions. And this is the end of chapter 5. Okay, last 2 questions. Can you try this question by yourself? I'll help you rewrite this question so that it's a little bit easier, hopefully. Times 2y plus 1, the bottom x squared minus 3 squared. Okay, I write it in this way. Okay, make it easier, not so confusing. I remove the times for you. Okay, can you try this one? How to simplify this one? Can you try? Please at least be able to get this one correct. How many please try? Ashton, what are you doing? Can you please turn it off? You are doing on iPad, are you sure or not? Huh? Okay, another 30 more seconds. Can you please try this one? Make sure you know. Okay, let's go through this now. So I know that I need to factorize this term over here. I know that I can pull out the y because that is common. So I'll get x minus 3. I get 2y plus 1. The bottom here, x squared minus 3 squared is the same as x minus 3, x plus 3. Alright, so next step I can cancel the terms that are the same. So my final answer is just y times 2y plus 1 over x plus 3. Okay, that's it. Okay, this is how I get my final answer. Alright? And if you are done, can you look at the last and final question? The last and final question. This one, wow, so many factorization to do. Okay, so many factorization to do. Alright? This one we do together. Okay, we do together. Alright? So here, I first need to change this I change this to a times, so this one becomes 2x squared plus 5x plus 3 over 4x squared minus 20x. Alright, let us factorize this together one by one. Alright, the first one we are going to factorize is this top one. So let's factorize it. If I do my ladder method at the bottom, x squared minus 10 minus 3x. I know that this is x and x. I have 5 times 2, 5x, 2x. To get negative 3, I need this to be negative and this to be positive. So immediately I know that the first one is x minus 5, x plus 2. Okay? Let us look at the bottom one. The bottom one, let us try to factorize. X squared plus 2 plus 3x. I factorize this, I get x and x, 2 and 1. 2x, x. How do I get positive? Both must be positive. So I know that the denominator for this is just going to be x plus 2, x plus 1. Alright. Then next, I'm going to factorize this one over here on top. Okay? So again, one more ladder method. 2x squared plus 3 plus 5x. Okay? So I'm going to factorize the one at the bottom. Okay, I'll let you guys copy first before I factorize the last one. Okay, so I'm going to factorize this thing. 2x squared is just 2x times x. 3 times 1 gives me this. 3x, 2x. So both must be plus. Okay, so I know that the next one is just going to be 2x plus 3, x plus 1. Alright, then how to factorize the bottom? Ask yourself, is there anything common that I can pull out? I can pull out 4. I can also pull out an x. If I do that, I'll left with x minus 5. Alright, I'll be left with x minus 5. Alright. Once you get here, one last step to do. Try to cancel all the common terms. X minus 5, x minus 5. X plus 2, x plus 2, x plus 1, x plus 1. So what is left behind? Your final answer, 2x plus 3 over 4x. That's all. Okay, so this one is a very, very tough question because they need you to factorize many times. Will this kind of question come out? Unlikely. They usually don't test you more than one factorization. Okay, they don't test you more than one factorization. Okay, so this one is unlikely to come out. Alright? Okay.